you're an immigrant, you're constantly trying to mimic the world around you because you don't understand what's going on. For me, the problem was that in our house, we only spoke Russian, and my parents didn't allow a television in the house. Without English and a television, things were pretty strange. All we had was books, Chekhov, Dostoevsky, all of those dudes. My grandmother had a television set, and that's how I first started learning about American culture. Now, her TV set was a Zenith from 1947, so it got either audio or video. It didn't get both. So what I would do is I would write down, I would listen to a show, let's say Gilligan's Island, and I would write down the dialogue, and then the next time the show was rebroadcast, I would watch the video and try to match the words to the video. The show confused me a lot. Gilligan's Island was a tough show for me to understand because I kept thinking, how could a country as powerful and rich as America not rescue the millionaire and his wife? I didn't lose my accent until I was about 14 years old. I tried so desperately to lose it. I would listen to these records by younger people probably don't realize who he was. There was a guy called Neil Diamond. One song was called They Come Into America, and I would, because I came into America, I would always sing, they come into America, every time unfurling flag, they come into America today. And that was how I would practice losing my accent. But then I started writing books. As an 11-year-old, I realized that when you write books, you don't have an accent. The words on the page don't have an accent. So I would write down books with titles like Invasion from Outer Space and The Challenge. Then I started writing, I was sentenced to 8 years of a Hebrew school for a crime I did not commit. But I was, there I started writing a version of the Torah called the Genorah, in which Exodus became Sexodus. And instead of Sarah, the matriarch of the Jewish people was Brooke Shildowitz. And that's how I made my first American friends, through writing it. And what happened, and this is a very interesting part of the immigrant experience, is that after a while I stopped being known as the Russian and I started becoming the writer or that crazy guy or anything other than Russian, because you did not want to be a Russian in 1980 in America after Reagan's Evil Empire speech and all those movies. It was so bad that I remember telling the kids in Hebrew school that I was born not in Leningrad but in East Berlin. Here I was trying to convince a school of Jewish kids that I'm actually a German, because that was much better than being a Russian.